Are you struggling to get your content out week after week, even though it's an important step for getting the traffic you need in order to grow your business? In this video, I'm walking you through my 5-day content batching process that'll simplify your content batching so that you can get back to what's important in your business. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Haley Dale, and if you're new here, I am a content strategist helping you create more purposeful, productive, and yes, profitable content. So if that sounds like what you're looking for, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below this video for new value-packed videos every single Monday. So why do I think batching is the answer when it comes to content creation? I think that if you are a busy business owner, batching is an excellent solution so that you can free up some time to get your content done in one fell swoop rather than having it something that's due every single week. So big benefits of batching versus creating one at a time content is instead of many looming deadlines, like every single week having a deadline if you're blogging weekly, you have one deadline for that batch of content that you can work towards. Another reason is that it helps you avoid crisis mode. I know for myself when I'm blogging weekly and I am working on that content weekly, it constantly feels like crisis mode. Like if Friday rolls around and I've just been swamped with work and I didn't get a chance to get my blog post done, there's like a crisis mode because it needs to go live on Monday. That's the frequency that I've committed to. Another thing is it helps you group similar tasks together. So instead of doing all of your images for your blog posts every single week separately, your images or whatever you're doing, it helps you group those like tasks together. So you're only going into Canva or Photoshop once and doing all of your images for all of your posts all at the same time. So it's much more efficient if you're not constantly switching between programs and constantly switching between types of tasks. Another thing is I think that it helps to give you a better focus since your content is condensed. So if you are working on content for an hour every single day throughout the week in order to get your weekly content done, if instead you're able to take that whole week and focus on batching your content, it frees up the rest of your month to focus on other activities in your business. And then I think because when you have your content scheduled ahead of time, it actually leaves you time for that real-time marketing. So there's a ton of marketing that should be done in real time, like engaging on Instagram or social media if you're using that, submitting pitches for podcasts, whatever those priorities, like real-time marketing and that kind of relationship building that comes from it is such a beneficial part of business. You don't necessarily have to do it, but your business will build because of it. Your business will grow because of it. So it's great when your content is scheduled because then you finally have time to focus on those things because you're not like constantly behind the 8 ball with your content. Now, when it comes to batching, so we're about to get into the 5 days here, there is a little bit of prep before you should get started, that you should have ready before you get started on this 5 days. Number one, I want you to decide what your content plan is for the month. So in this 5-day plan that I'm walking you through, we are preparing for 4 blog posts, so 1 per week covering a month-long period. So I want you to know what the topics of those posts are going to be. And if you want to watch my monthly content planning video, I'll put it here so you can go and watch that to get your plan in place before you move into this 5-day batching sprint. So day number 1, when day 1 rolls around, so you're spending a week creating your month of content and scheduling it. Day 1, I estimate about 60 minutes needed. So the first thing that I want you to do is finalize that content plan. You should already have it coming in, but finalize it. And I want you to settle on titles. So when you're creating your content plan, you may have put in some working titles or some ideas for titles. But in this step on day 1, what I really want you to do is settle on what those final titles are going to be for your blog post because you're going to be using those for the images. We're going to need them in place. And then finally, I want you to free write your blog post. So with the rest of the time taking about 10 minutes per post, I want you to just free write the post and get all of your ideas out on these posts, these 4 posts that you have planned for this month. And that basically just means identifying, if you've gone through my free writing process before, it's like you answer 3 questions. Number 1, what is the purpose of this post from the perspective of my reader? So what are they going to get out of it? Second thing is, what is the purpose purpose of this post from my perspective? So what is my call to action? What does this piece of content lead up to? And then finally, what are the questions that this post needs to answer in order to fulfill both of those purposes? And those become the guiding outline for your entire blog post. So the questions that the post needs to answer. So it might be like 3 or 5 questions. And so for your free writing, you can just focus on like drafting up some answers. No pressure, just write down your answers to what those questions are. So then once we move on to day 2, I estimate about 90 minutes for this one. I want you to take one of your free written blog posts from the previous day, and I want you to completely write it. So that's post number 1 done. And if you've done a good job at the free writing, so I've gotten quicker at this the more free writing that I do, you'll just mainly be cleaning up here, or you might be rewriting certain sections or filling in here or there, but you're going to be able to take the free writing that you've done so far and use it as part of your blog post, which should hopefully, it definitely will shorten the time that it takes you to write a blog post by taking that free writing that you already have done. Now, the second piece of day number 2 is to create all of your images for your post, right? So since you have the titles from day 1, so this would mean going into Canva or Photoshop, wherever your branded blog post images are, and I want you to create all of the images that you need for the blog post to put it on your website or YouTube or whatever types of blogs you're doing, as well as what are the images that you need to promote this post on social media. So we're going to create all of your images all at once, and hopefully if you have templates already set up, if you don't, I would suggest going to Creative Market or Blue Chic and buying some templates that you can simply change out the behind image, like the background stock photo or whatever photos you're using, and change the title. So if we can make it as simple as that, you can really streamline this process. So that brings us to day number 3, which is another 90-minute day. So you know the drill. I want you to finish writing post 2. I want you to take your free writing from day number 1 and finish writing post number 2. Then I want you to write your newsletter blurbs. So for each of your blog posts, I want you to either write a little behind the scenes story about the post. So do you have a story from working with a client or from your day-to-day life or your own business that relates to this blog post? Or you could also pull from a current pop culture event or the news, or you could just simply summarize the post, basically do a promotion for the post that gets them to click to read more. So think of these blurbs as your newsletters. So that's what you're going to use to send to your email list to drive traffic back to your blog post. So then day number 4, another 90-minuter, I want you to finish writing post 3. So using your free writing from day 1, I want you to expand on it and finish that post. Then for each of your posts, I want you to write 2 to 3 social media posts for each post that you have that you're writing. So 1 to 4. I want you to use free writing, and I want you to focus on 1 longer promo message and 2 short ones, 1 to 2 short ones. So this might be a question, or this might be click here to learn more about how to bake bread or whatever you're blogging about. And then day number 5, we're going to finish writing post number 4. So this is your final post for the month. And then you're going to schedule everything. So you have your blog post, you have your newsletter blurbs, you have your images, you have your social media. So basically you're going to go and schedule everything. And I like to start with 1. Go and format the blog post. Go and put that on your website, put the images there, and schedule it out. Schedule it to go live on the day that it's supposed to go live. Then go schedule your newsletter, and then go schedule your social media. So by the end of this, I would love to know, are you more of a batcher or more of a one at a time kind of content creator? So it might be that you are a once a weeker, right? I go through this weekly content creation process, but I'm interested in batching, or I am a batcher tried and true. Let me know in the comments. Also, if you want more videos like this, make sure to like this video and click on the next one on your screen, and make sure to subscribe for new value pack videos every single Monday.